Alrighty, and welcome to Bloomington, Indiana for the start of the Bloomington Swords, or Bloomington Beavers as I call them. Now, this team might not have got past high school, but there is a coach that believes in them. Now, they're probably going to be underdogs this season, but it's basically all about the fight. Like I said, they didn't make it past high school. That's basically just the story. Now, this team's probably going to be piled up with a couple seniors, juniors, hopefully way sophomores and freshmen. But I'm still going to have fun either way. Like I said, this team's based out of Bloomington, Indiana, in the suburbs of Indiana. This team might not have as much funding as you think, but they sure are fighters. Like I said, they did not make it past 12th grade. So they're pretty much walk-ons at this point. Well, now, you're probably wondering who's the brilliant coach that is coaching this team, who's decided to help these high school dropouts. Well, like I said, it is just part of the story. Cameron's not making people that go to high school or college to just quit. Cameron would like for you to keep going. So, the Bloomington Beavers, or Swords, or whatever you want to call it, will be coached by Willie Strange. Like I said, I do not want to see nobody drop out of high school or drop out of college. I want you to keep going. But hopefully this Willie Strange could bring some light to this football team and maybe crack out a couple wins this year. It is definitely going to be a tough road. But like I said, I am not saying drop out of high school or drop out of college or whatever grade you're in. I want you to finish. Cameron would love for you to finish. I mean, I still finished, but it's a year later. But man, it's still finished. But everybody has the potential. Even though I was pretty much said that this team pretty much dropped out of high school, but that's just a story. Cameron's not saying do it yourself or actually do it, but It's just a story. I would like for each and every one of you to finish. Do the best you can. Now, this team is coached by Willie Strange, and Willie's got himself some work to do. And then alright. So, likely starting quarterback's going to be David Dever. He's pretty much a pocket passer. He can probably get out of the pocket, but he can't scramble. And he's a junior, so he'll be a senior next year. So he might have a chance to start next year too, but you'll see. Now, the senior, Tyler Olden. Olden's probably going to be the second string this year. If Dever goes down or has too much wear and tear, then you're probably going to look to a second string, maybe a third string. Now the third string quarterback's going to be Xavier Jard. Xavier Jard is a sophomore. He's same speed as Olden. But he might start depending on if we need a boost or not. And then backups, of course, is Dante Neal and Bryce Frost. Frost will probably never see the field. Neal probably might not see the field either, but like I said, the story of this team is pretty much they didn't make it past high school, but that's just a story. I mean, Cameron's not expecting people to just drop out, but I would like for everybody to finish high school. It's just a made up story. If it was real, but it isn't. It's just me. It's just me making something up. It isn't. Don't drop out. It's just a made up story. Alright, starting running back this year. Starting running back is Keontae Tyree. He's okay, speed-wise. He's got good ball carrier vision. And then looks like he won't be trunking anybody soon. Okay. Next up is Spencer Strickland. I think I kept him the same. If not, then I'll change it. Ty Hardy. I think I gotta change the running back names. Yes, some of these I might need to change a few names around. But second string running back will likely be Spencer Strickland. Yes, he is a power back. It looks like it. It looks like he'll be, and he'll either be a power back, maybe not a power back, but all right. Third string's Ty Hardy. Now he's the fastest running back we have on the roster, which I might tweak that a little bit, but we'll see. Now he might get a few carries now and then, but other than that, then he's the fastest. All right. The backup is Cameron Teal, and it looks like he's looking to go elsewhere because we don't have very good. Like I said, this is a new program coming to the college level. And then looking to be the bottom tier for a little bit, and then hopefully build a legacy. Even though they didn't make it past high school, but like I said, it's just a story, made up story. Don't actually do it otherwise you smell funny. Julius Buford. About same area. Same area as Teal, but he's a junior, so he'll probably get more carries than Teal. Some days, some nights. And then Tavion Granner. He's the lowest on the depth chart, and he's not the fastest, but he can probably find a role somewhere. All right, fullback Jackson Gregory or Gregor, something like that. Gregor, he's a fullback. He's junior, so I'm going to need to scout a fullback. And looks like he's got good carrying. And okay, run blocking. and good lead block. And okay, good trucking at an 80. And he can also catch, but he can't catch in traffic. And he's got pretty good toughness. Alright. Alrighty. Wide receivers. Let me take my meds first. I'm probably gonna take a five. Need one more. I got me another bottle of this. I hope so, anyways. Taking a quick intermission. That's not it. That ain't it. That ain't it. This one's got to be it. Nope. They're not giving me another bottle of Pine. Clozapine. Where's my Pine? Hello, Pine. Where are you? Probably up there. Let's see here. Well, I don't know what happened to my bezel pine. Did not give it to me when Mom got my meds. Or must not give it to me when Mom got my meds. Lithium. This one clozapine. Hold on, let me go check the bathroom. bezel pine. Did I put it somewhere or something? Huh. That's weird. Hold on, give me a sec. Ain't in there. Ain't in there. Ain't in there. What could I have done with it? Nothing in there. Show my flashlight down there. Sorry for the delay. Alright, back upon regun today. Nope. Well, what'd I do with it? Clog the chain. Propel. Well. They must not have given it to me. Well, fiddle sticks. Oh, that alright. I'll just use my other meds. Sorry for the delay. Let's see here. I'll have to have a chat with Mom about my bezel pine. Because either I put it somewhere or they didn't give me. I'm pretty certain I put it somewhere, but well, you never know. It could be the other way. That's alright. Alright. I'll finish taking my meds and then get back to it. Alright. This is my... Yep. So I must have put my bezel pine somewhere. Or they didn't give it to me. Alrighty. Back to... Sorry for the 30-minute or so. I had to take my meds and get ready for bed. Alright. Starting wide receiver for the Bloomington Beavers. Even though it looks like a sword, but sorry for that. Alright. Starting wide receiver is Demetrius Williams. He is close to the slowest receiver that the Bloomington Beavers have. but he's the most hands on the team. The most hands, and looks like a pretty good route runner too. Nice route runner there. Okay. All you've been looking for is wide receiver number 2. It's Javon Foreman. He's a couple points faster than Williams, but he can catch. He's much more of a spectacular catch guy, but he can catch. And then his release is about the same. He can jump. Alright, there's wide receiver 2. Alright, wide receiver 3. 66 overall. CJ Peaks. How about CJ Butt Cheeks? Oh man. If he scores a touchdown, I am definitely saying CJ Butt Cheeks. Oh man, that's just so funny. Alright, back to business. CJ is not the fastest, but one of the fastest. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one, but he is close. He's in the middle, in the mix of it. He can probably catch. He can probably catch, but he needs to work on it. He needs to work on it. His route running is not terrible, but he needs to pretty much, I mean pretty much work on the hands, especially in traffic. Alright, Scooter Payne. He must be inflicting some pain today, but so far he's same catching as Peaks, but he can catch in traffic. He's pretty good spec catch. Kinda not very good in the route route running department. He doesn't really have a very good release. Well, it's a good thing because he's only a sophomore, but he's also a redshirt sophomore. Alright. Now, Javon Moore. Javon Moore. The fastest wide receiver we got on the team. Only a 6'2" overall. Now, let's see here. Any weaknesses in the catching? Not so far, but the route running needs work. He can jump. But he's pretty much the fastest wide receiver we got. But needs to develop the route running. All right, Mr. L.J. Younger. Probably going to get redshirted. redshirted, and his route running's probably going to need some work. Alright, Trayon Bells. Only a 57. He's only a freshman though. Keep that in mind. Him and Younger. Younger's only a freshman. So is Bells. Alright, Asher Barnes. He's probably going to switch to linebacker. Let's check out his tackling. Where's the tackling department? Don't see that here. Alright. Yep. And then Tanner Miles. Good old Tanner Miles. Miles will be gone after next year. Maybe a couple. If you count this year, it'll be 2 years. But he's a redshirt junior, so he'll be pretty much a senior next year. Redshirt senior. All right. Tight end. Like I mentioned, this tight end group here gonna need some work. Start with Scott McCall. 75 speed. Can he catch? He can. Alright. And the outright running department needs a little work. But the blocking department needs a lot of work. Alright. Scott McCall. Tight end 1. Tight end 2. Alex Gunner. He's the fastest of our tight ends. He is totally the fastest of our tight ends. Now, can he block? Well, he does have the best blocking stats on the team, maybe. Maybe not in the lead block category and impact. Alright. Miles Spring. Good old Miles Spring. He's only a redshirt sophomore. And so far the highest speed out of this tight end group is an 80, which that goes Gunner, but pretty much raw. Raw in the pretty much raw. Alright. Spring will probably stay there the longest. Actually, Maverick Benny, a freshman, probably get him redshirted. Get him redshirted, or we play him this year. He's got 77 speed. And then what about the blocking stats? The best blocking stats go to Gunner. Alright. Offensive line. Redshirt senior. Lake Soderstrom. He's a good run blocker. He's a good run blocker than pass blocker. And then backing him up is sophomore Tyreek Willis. And then he's much more of a pass guy, I think. Oh yeah, he's definitely a pass block guy. Alright. Andrew Spanwitz. Spanwitz or whatever. Alright, Spanwitz, he'll be here the longest. Alright. Let's see here. He will have time to develop because he'll be here the longest. Alright. Max McClash. McClash is a good pass blocker. Pretty good against finesse rushers. Alright. And McClash is a redshirt junior. And then Eric Paul is a redshirt sophomore. So redshirt sophomore. And it looks like he is a run blocker more than a pass blocker. And then Isaiah Crowes. And he looks to be more of a run blocker, but he'll be here for most. All right, centers. Jalen McDunn. Some of these names are probably the funnest thing I can come up with. If you like them, then please let me know. Alright. Let's see here. Looks like he's more of a run blocker. Run block finesse. Alrighty. Keon Roberts. And McDunn's also a redshirt senior. I forgot to mention that. Alright. Redshirt sophomore. Keon Roberts. And he's looking to exit early. So we're probably gonna have to be hitting the transfer portal early and hard. Alright, Roberts. Redshirt sophomore. And he's He's more of a run blocker. And he's a run block finesse guy. Grant Huffins. He's a freshman. He'll probably get redshirted. And then it looks like he's a pass block guy. Alright. Right guard. Right guard for DeMarcus Perks. Alright, overall he's more of a pass block power and more of a pass block guy. Alright, the true sophomore, Doug Bars. Alright. Good old Doug, and it looks like he's close. He's close. Sounds like even. Except for his pass block finesse. But that's only a point higher. Okay. Jermaine House. Alrighty. House, what you got for me? And it looks like his best ratings was run block finesse. Alright. Alrighty. Caitlin Deeds. He's the redshirt junior from Bloomington, Maine. And right off the bat, I can tell he's a pass block power. And he's a better pass block than technically he's pretty good in both areas. Okay. Alright. Aiden Cranes from Sarasota, Florida. Redshirt sophomore. He's better run blocker. Better run block on the pass. Alright. Here's East Hampton, Massachusetts. I think that says Massachusetts. Alright. Like he's a more run block finesse than he is anything else. Alright. Moving on to the defense. Now the defense is probably going to be trash. Defense is probably going to be trash for the season, but we can make it work. Alright. Joshua Towns from Oakdale, Connecticut. He's a redshirt junior. He's got 80 speed, and what about the pass moves? Alright, 78 power moves, and 63 finesse. And it looks like he's staying. Okay. Dustin Flynn. That reminds me off of the mechanic off of RPM or Power Rangers RPM. His name is Flynn. And his moves are similar to Towns. Alright. Nick Forsett. Good old Forsett. Forsett, same thing as these two. He's also a sophomore. Alright. Now, James Couchsmith. James Couchsmith. He's probably going to get redshirted this year. Yeah. He's much more of a finesse rusher. Heinz block shot goes to Flynn. Alright. Alrighty. Now, moving on to the other edge spot. It is Kobe Garfield. He's a redshirt sophomore. And then he's more of a finesse rusher. Okay. Followed by the true sophomore. True sophomore, also a finesse rusher. Alrighty. John Decker. John Decker. Is he going to deck the quarterback? Alright, Decker. He's more of a power rusher this time. Alright. Wise Berry getting redshirted this year. Like most of it is a finesse rusher, except for Decker. Alright. Alrighty. Shall we move on to the defensive tackles? The ones that eat up space on the interior of the defensive line. Alright, redshirt senior, Jarian Lords, and he is a finesse rusher. Now the junior, Deshaun Weakest. Steep drop down, maybe five from second, and 8 from third or first. All right. Redshirt sophomore. Cabe Love. And he is more of a power rusher. Alright. DJ Dieter or Deader or something. He is a true sophomore. Looks like he's a finesse rusher. Alright. Devin Scaves. Scaves more of a power rusher. And Malachi Sams. He is a true freshman. So is Scaves. Alright. Now it's time for the linebacking core. Alright. Dodge Coolers. The true junior. Looks like a pretty good rating so far. Alright. Followed by Stephon Harper's, a true junior. Alrighty. KJ Hartley, the redshirt freshman. And then the true freshman, Ben Lanes. Now, alright. Now, in the middle of the linebacking core, the Mike. The redshirt senior, Chase Freed. Chase Freed's got. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good starting out. But he'll only be here for this year because it's a redshirt senior. Alright. Okay. Alright, Bubba Van Klatt. Van Klatt's a redshirt junior. Okay. Alright, Marquez Carts. He's a true sophomore. Hopefully he can make his way on the field this year. Probably not. But we'll find out. Alright. Redshirt freshman. Elijah Greenwood. Alright. On the other side. On the right side? Or on the left side? I believe it's on the right side. Is the Will linebacker. He is a redshirt senior. Octavius Terrace. Pretty good in coverage. Alright. The true junior. Jaquiz Blanker. Alright. Redshirt sophomore. Jordan Underwood. Underworth or something like that. The true freshman. True baseman Draymond Gator. Alrighty. The cornerback class. Or to start off. Yeah, I say start off the corner. Alright, starting with Jaden Boards. He's a senior. Terrell Weston, redshirt junior. He's got pretty good. Okay, he's got pretty good ratings. All right, Noah Colones. Colones is a redshirt junior. All right. The true freshman, Sydney Stovall. All right. Dakota Mills. Marvin Hollis. Hollis is a true freshman. Willie Moods, true sophomore. Alright. True freshman, Randall Glens. Alright. The redshirt junior. Redshirt junior is Nico Sands. The redshirt sophomore. Redshirt sophomore is Hunter Hayes. Alright. Alright. Kingsley Reese. Or Reese's. The true sophomore. And the true freshman, Michael Ramsey. Alright. Strong safety now. The true senior, Alexander Valentine. Quincy Blake. The true sophomore. The redshirt freshman, redshirt freshman is Chris Ellis. And now, the kicker and punter. I got two kickers on the roster. Ian Wells, which is a redshirt senior, which will be gone after this year. So I don't need to get kicker for maybe like 4 or 5 seasons. 4 or 5 seasons maybe. And then his backup is George Lincoln III. Now, punter, the true junior, Matthew York. And he's probably going to be out the door. And that is basically the start of the year, pretty much. I mean, this team might squeak out a couple victories. I'm hoping to get more than 2, but like I said, this team didn't get past high school. Like I said, it's just a story made up. It isn't real. But I'm hoping to get like 3 wins this year, but that might not happen. That is A-okay. Well, thank you again for joining, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening. And the next one will probably be weeks 1 and 2, maybe. Depends on feedback. So you're welcome. See ya.